So I'm backy. I'm backy. I'm backy. I'm backy. I'm backy. I ended up skipping New York today. I did it because I decided to make a rule for myself, which is, um, if I feel like it, I am allowed to skip one session per week. Meaning the CPI session was it. Basically, we didn't want to trade anyway, so I did watch it a bit, but yeah, let's go over what ended up happening. So this might be valid shorts though, isn't it, on DAX? But I don't know if I want to be chasing trades here, but technically it's a valid setup to be looking at shorts of this hourly inversion. But yeah, we do have this, which kind of got rejected. It's an incomplete close. I wouldn't really be liking to chase some trades here. But you ended up shorting really nicely of the POI that I talked about, which was that 4 hour that we had. We did pretty nicely sell off. Could have been even this leg tradable if you think about it, right? Could have been this leg. It's a big move, yes. Main target would have been this. In terms of higher time frame, what have we had? I mean, we technically have this as a higher time frame target, but I don't think we're gonna reach into it. So, but yeah, there was a trade, so either we would have taken the entry here or here, maybe. So we could have done, there was, this kind of was the only trade on CPI, which is what I'm gonna keep in mind. I wouldn't have traded this anyways because I just don't have yet enough data and experience to be trading CPI, but in the future definitely will. Yeah, on Euro it's just weird. We didn't really do much, but we did finally display slower, which is good. This session, what I'm gonna do mostly is gonna be back testing, since we did skip at 6. Probably gonna do some back testing. Gonna do the breakdowns and study a bit of what happened during CPI, and that's kind of gonna be it. So right now I do be wanna doing some back testing, and that's kind of it. Just gonna chill a bit, work. Yeah, just gonna chill mostly. Boom, let's do it like this. Just gonna chill, to be honest. Yeah, we just gotta, I said one session, I skipped it, so now we gotta be back in this and be trading. So I'm gonna reset this. Actually, the equity curve is looking like shit. Today I was trading blind without intuition, so today was a wake up call for me on how responsible it actually is, how responsible intuition actually is for my profitability, to be honest. Because without intuition I had a really negative win rate. So let's do, what haven't we done for a long time? I feel like I want to do DAX, to be honest. I do want to do DAX. I do want to do like recent price action. Let's do 2023 July till this year. Maybe we're gonna finish, we're gonna just like lock in. To be honest, just I want to really practice the use of intuition. Right now I'm sober, so I'm able to use it, let's say at the very least. So we should be have sessions saved. Okay, so let's just lock in and see what can we do in backtesting. Let's see, like previously today when I couldn't potentially use intuition because I wasn't sober, I had like 27% win rate. Let's see what happens when I use intuition today, because now I'm sober, now I can use intuition. So let's see what can we do actually. Like right now we're bullish, like we're clearly respecting bullish order flow, but I don't see any potential opportunity unless we start displacing, which we do. This can be a gap we trade off. We did raise sell side, so this can be a good London continuation. It's just that it's a bit overextended. I wouldn't really prefer to be trading a day like this. So now let's see where we're reaching on the 4 hour. Not anything, basically we just continue order flow. Apparently we have the same idea, just looking at London continuation. I do like this a bit more. I don't know if it's gonna retrace, because yeah, it did rebalance the hourly. It did rebalance the hourly here, and yeah, it kind of, let's see, it's kind of late to be trying to trade here. Let's see, we did inverse, but it's a very temporary inverse unless we get we did get a second gap. So we have a gap and an inverse. At this point it's pretty clear that we're gonna draw lower, and in this case we can use failed swing. This is something I learned recently. When we have an early mitigation of the POI, we did have one confluence, second confluence, we did have the early mitigation during Asia. So here what we can do is either trade as a failed swing, or if the entry is lower conviction, we can wait for price to retap the. This is a low conviction entry, but yeah, it ended up kind of working, but it was a low conviction entry anyways. We did end up playing the fail swing really nicely here, kind of exactly how I said, but sadly it was a very choppy behavior here. So from now I'm kind of expecting bullish order flow to step in, kind of, yeah, because PI is just too good. So unless we inverse, I'm kind of, now we're inversed. Now we're back above, kind of. It's just weird, like this price action, it would be weird. So we do have still bearish order flow staying respected. So if we close like this, we reach lower, we just continue lower. But I do want to see a proper, yeah, like a proper pullback within that, which we don't really look like we're gonna get. We just ended up displacing from here, which is kind of sad. But let's see, maybe we get it in New York. Let's see if this zone holds. This is New York, but New York basically ain't doing shit. We just reversed off sell side, which is fine. Now we do have some potential buys stepping in, but really shallow raid. We do have a bullish gap with a bullish inverse. I don't know if I want to be taking trades in this though. Now we reached into it, so let's see, because it might be a good bullish trade, but we do have the sell side, which is not really rated, I would say, so it's kind of risky. Yeah, because now we're pretty much gonna reach into that. I feel like, okay, never mind. We have like a failed. I wouldn't be trading here unless we hold this. So this becomes kind of interesting. Now we have extra confluence. If we break higher, there might be a good trade here. The entry is a bit forced. I wouldn't really take it, but we're just gonna put it like for experimenting. But yeah, see, the entry was a bit forced. That's why I didn't want to take it. And now we're kind of more okay. We ended up printing. This was a nice gap. What made me hesitant is this. I don't know how to approach this, what I want to trade. But yeah, this was the buy, definitely. I should have been taking this, and overall target being this high. We probably reached back into it. Yeah, reached back into Asia. Pre-bearish rejection here, but we do need to see more confluence. We do have buy side, we do have inverse. So now, considering we have that, I'll probably just pay attention on how we behave. This is pretty bearish for now. Let's see if we close bearish. Yeah, this is a pretty good bearish close. This can be a short, but it's PM. Do I want to be doing PM session trading? I'm not sure exactly, but we did, like, we're kind of giving signs that we're going to be bearish. We're probably going to draw lower towards this. We did draw into 4 hour, but we did mitigate it, so it might make the trade worth taking, but I'm not going to take it because it's PM session, and it's really, yeah, it's really risky. It would have ended up working, but yeah, already win rate seems like it's gonna go way higher. I mean, it's kind of, everything is dependable on intuition in my trading strategy, so it's not gonna be any surprise that my backtesting now is gonna go way better than how it did earlier today. But yeah, we're gonna see. We're just flowing. That's kind of the, I just be on a backtesting today. That's probably what I'm gonna do. We do have one gap. We do have this, which technically is, but I do want to see another gap form lower. If we inverse like this, it's kind of a bit more likely that we're gonna play bullish. So we have 4 hour with 1 hour inversion, but yeah, it's just weird price action. Just waiting for a good trade, to be honest. Again, gap here, but it's probably not okay. It is gonna get taken. Technically, order flow is still bullish. I don't know. I just don't know if I want to be taking buys. Okay, this looks pretty good, actually. As a London continuation, looks a bit weird. Target is usually kind of London highs. We can be targeting these as well as first and second targets, maybe. London high, this can be main. Yeah, we're probably gonna do this. We have timing our side. We have a good sell side sweep. We have a good 1 hour. Order flow is not that clean, but we do have a 4 hour coupled with a 1 hour to just take price higher. It should be working fine, but let's see if it's gonna hold. We can potentially fail off this wick. Towards this wick, I would say, like, guaranteed we're gonna draw towards. Now it's kind of matters a lot how we behave to London highs. and how we behave to this level. I want to see price keep supporting, keep getting supported higher. This I wouldn't really say it's a good sign, but it's just 1 minute for now, so I wouldn't be doing anything too early. Okay, let's see, let's reach into this. I still think we're gonna reach in. Oh shit, fuck. But we're still, are we still reaching into that high? I think this is just a break-even mitigation, but we gotta see. Like, we just left that high intact, so let's see. Probably gonna, yeah, it's probably gonna work. Just was a break-even mitigation, kind of close to comfort, but yeah. At this point, watching how we behave to this. If we inverse this, I'm trimming. For now, looks like we're holding it, so I want to see if we want to hold higher. Okay, that's bad, bro, and I... Then again, to cut losses, should have taken profit there. It's a pretty good inversion here. I don't know if I want to take it though. Yeah. End up massively displacing. This was actually a good trade here. Should have been taking that shit, and like, look at this. Just DAX things. Now we're back being bullish, like massively bullish. I have this gap, but it's really close London highs, so I'm not sure. Let's see, we might support that move higher throughout. Yeah. We're gonna be bearish at this point. Depends if we hold higher from here, but yeah, it's bearish. We just failed to swing lower. Did we mitigate? We did mitigate here, so there was a potential trade to take, but I wouldn't really take, oh shit, counter trend trades at this point. Yeah, we're just dumping at this point. This is good. This is a good pattern here, but I don't know if we're gonna get a retest of it. Probably throughout Asia, maybe. And yeah, we did mitigate throughout Asia, and we did displace lower now. So this might be a good trending displace to be trading. But I do want to see these getting taken, so sweeping that high. Let's see. For New York, but again, New York kind of did nothing here. But do we trust this lunchtime, this very late setup? I don't know if we're gonna trust this realistically. Yeah, oh my god, I think we had FOMC. Would have worked, but like a 1, 2, 3, but yeah. Ain't really gonna look to be trading this late, but maybe throughout the next day we see, okay, never mind. We see something random. Yeah, this is probably not a London I would trade. Maybe now, yes, but I feel like right here it's just too weird to be trading. And we did take previous daily low. No, kinda sucks, but we're gonna see. New York maybe retraces. I would want to see it come deeper here. Kinda inversed. I want to see if this is good for now. This gap holding lower, I would want to see this get inversed as a final sign. It kind of didn't, so yeah, we see the entry got clearly rejected higher. So yeah, no trading here. Now we got back inverse, so now we can start looking at trades as well. Let's see. Again, weird price action here, just weird. What do we have? 50-minute VG. Maybe we can look to trade off it. We do have 1 hour, and that's kind of it, to be honest. We don't really have confluence actually. This is just weird. Sometimes DAX doesn't move that clean, but it's fine. Yeah, this is kind of good to be there, and it's probably gonna melt. Maybe sweep this house, but I wouldn't trade this anyways. I'm just gonna look at it. Yeah, I'm probably gonna reverse throughout the next day. Buy side liquidity, we did take all the buy side, and we do have a 1 hour gap here, but now we have our second confluence. Okay, we did inverse it. This is kind of familiar. This is good. I just would want to see price retrace and then re-enter. This is good, but it's very overextended, and we didn't get the mitigation of the we didn't get a retest, but I think this is gonna work. Just really strong high. We have these equal lows, which can be first target 1.4 and 2.7. I'm gonna try. Stop loss is a bit risky, but I just want to try, to be honest, and see if I'm right. Yeah, it's probably just gonna go at this point. Yeah, we're deleting our order, but the idea was there. We just didn't get a valid entry, sadly. End up melting even lower than that, but yeah, probably gonna hold this for tomorrow. Or okay, we just inverse again. It's weird, like this kind of choppy behavior. We did now boom. We do have this, so we gotta see here. I would wait for 1 hour gap higher, which we did get, and from here look at buys, but it's very late, so we can't be buying, sadly. Apparently Asia did hold that gap, so that's good. 4 hour plus 1 hour always works really well. And now we have 1 with 2, and this can be used for us to trade higher towards this highs, but let's see if we get it. It's kind of decent trending Asia, but this is way too early. This is 1 hour before London Open. Maybe London Open can hold it. It does hold it, but this would be a very big entry, very big positions. I would say it's risky, but I just want to try my idea out, to be honest. That's what and I already got hit. Like, this is sometimes how indices move, like London indices. Sometimes they don't really retrace, they just go. It might hold still the break-even area, and we see that we're holding it. We might be holding this FVG here. We're probably gonna see a sweep. I want to see if it holds higher or not, but this is reversally. It's probably gonna hold lower. Oh, never mind. I want to see a retest. I mean, this is just weird. They kind of chopped around, but we did take the high, and now we're kind of switching in 10 bearish. I don't want to be trading, but yeah, it's just weird. Choppy's like really not doing much, so they ended up printing bullish at the end of the day, but not I don't be trading scenarios like this. Here, not really anything yet. I do want to see if we get a 1 hour bearish gap print. We didn't. Kind of got it late, but let's see. 4 hour, this is probably a bullish gap. It is. So that makes the trade risky, so we're just gonna watch. Probably not gonna be trading this, but yeah, it's probably gonna hold from here towards lower. Maybe sweep in Asia, and Asia just displaces. We did get that sweep now, and yeah, it's probably gonna go lower. I'm back, man. TP here. Nice, bro. Good job. You traded CPI today? Probably this. We just have bearish trend here. Got gap to gap. We're just looking to target this low. Let's see if we get the retrace towards London. We do. We are in London, but we did inverse, and we just completely not give a shit, which I guess is fine. I guess it's fine. This is a breakaway. This would be most likely like the gap that holds, but I don't really like this model. But we'll see if we get that sweep here, like a nice sweep. And if we break higher here, I don't like this break, bro. I would have liked to see a next candle close above this. I don't like this break, and it gets rejected that fast. Let's see. Okay, this is looking better. I actually like this. Could have been here, but I'm liking this. Taking towards the London highs. Let's see. Taking towards the London highs. Should be fine. Should be a decent trade. We do have this, which might be a reason to fail, but I don't think so. Maybe short form. We do have a 15-minute, but I would say we're still kind of likely to deliver higher, I would say. We do have this, which I want to see reclaimed. Good. We're getting momentum. We're probably now is probably TP hit. Like, this is how I usually trade when my intuition is really on. Like, I did like this trade, but when I'm not trading with intuition, like, I'm so bad. I just watch your setup and been analyzing it for 8 hours now. Really? What setup? What do you mean? Because I do trade kind of a lot of setups, to be honest. Let's see now. But this was a decent trade. This was nice. Nice London continuation. Big ass range. We did have like an hourly FVG, which we mitigated when we just looked to target Asian highs. Like, that's kind of textbook, to be honest. Like, textbook London continuation. Let's just keep going, to be honest. This is a very big, not sweep, but very big movement. Now I do want to see if we carry in 10 higher or we don't. We do carry in 10 higher. This is a pretty good initiation, but I wouldn't probably try targeting more than that high. Kind of low, okay. This is kind of London continuation as well, but it's really voided. I think it's more likely to fail, actually. Okay, this is a good move, and just looking at buys here, I think would be fine, but it's just too bad R. It's too bad R. It's probably gonna hold still. Yeah, see, this is why this is a trade intuition made too risky. Like, range is too voided, I would say, and it's just too likely to fail. Yeah, and we inverse, and now we're probably gonna hold lower. We did also come into this 4 hours, so this wouldn't be something I would be trading actively. That's why I skipped it. Now again, we're taking sell side. We did print one gap here, and now it's kind of the second. We end up retesting the gap, which is interesting. This looks good, I'm not gonna lie, but let's just analyze a bit to make sure we're doing the proper choice. Sell side sweep, 1 hour, getting retested. So we did retest. We have kind of one confluence to be looking at buys. We do have this inversion, so I don't necessarily know if I want to be buying into that. We did inverse the 4 hour, that's for sure. Like, we did inverse. Yeah, let's just try. I'm down to try this one and see what happens. If we get top 10, we probably will just hold this. By looking at price, we'll probably just hold that, and at this point it's just too far off to leave my trade open, but it probably will work towards this buy side. Maybe now we get that retracement. Let's see, maybe we get another opportunity to get involved in this trade, which would be that hourly FVG that we have here. Yeah, we cannot see. This is why I delete my orders many times, because of this. Like, sometimes it's just too risky to let them stay open. But we just failed. We kind of failed probably of the 4 hour, not really, but yeah, at this point we're pretty much bearish again. And we have this, which we're probably gonna be drawn towards in Asia, and this would be our trigger lower. That would be actually nice if we see price close below it, and we did, but it's too early, so we're still waiting on that. Oh shit, okay. Just London indices sometimes do this shit, but already ended up playing pretty decently. We do have another 1 hour here to keep following trend, but I don't like this break. It might work, but I just don't like the break. Want to see something more high conviction. This looks a bit better actually, but I'm not sure, not even now. Let's just try once again. Let's see the 5 minute. How does it look? I would like to see this getting close below still. Yeah, but let's just try. Let's see. Bro, like, sometimes FX replay bugs out. That's good for now. This is a lunchtime setup actually. I just realized. Sometimes I feel like in conditions like this, when it's kind of like a London continuation, basically, sometimes it works. Yeah, pretty nice actually, pretty nice trade. This is what happens when you're trading with intuition, I guess, compared to what happened earlier this day. Like, this is a huge difference. Huge difference. Now we're inverse apparently, because we had until now what I traded, we had 1 loss and 2 wins, 2 2-hour wins. So we just gotta keep going. I kind of want to see what happens if I just keep going. And yeah, now I would want to see a 1 hour gap higher to confirm bullish intent, which we did have, and I would probably look to target this. Boom, London continuation again. If we do have the sweep here, which is what I'm looking for, we do have the sweep. At this point, I'm probably gonna want to see a failed swing, which meaning, yeah, we don't really care. We're probably about to inverse or probably continue it the next day. Just a really deep pullback, which makes sense, I guess. Reach into this, let's see. Yeah, we just inversed it and we're holding it as support here. This could have been a trade, but it's too risky. I don't know, do I want to keep buying here is my question. Not really. I want to see. Yeah, I don't want to be buying because of this bearish gap, so maybe towards the next day here. Let's see. Now we inversed, so that's pretty nice. This is sometimes this is how I would call a good overextended setup, to be honest. If we hold it, we did hold, but bruh, this looks like shit. Kinda looks like shit. I'm probably not gonna take it realistically, but it can work. Let's see, let's analyze a bit. What makes it risky is that we reach range high, so I'm not gonna take it. But yeah, that's TP got hit. I would have deleted the trade anyways. See, that's why you delete your trade after your TP gets hit anyway. So now we're probably gonna hold high again, but I'm not gonna enter this just because drone liquidity is taken. It's just like sometimes I want to see if I'm right or not just by placing the drone, but I wouldn't have taken this either way. Yeah, and that's why it ends up failing. So now we inverse. Buy sell liquidity into an inverse and into a 1 hour gap that we have here. We might have a good trade. I just want to see if it carries on. Okay, that's really good actually. To be honest, that's really good formation. So let's see, what can we target? Oh, we have nice sell side. What sell side did I see? I saw some sell side, I don't know where. This right here, this nice sell side. So 2.5, let's just try this. A bit overextended, but I feel like it would be a nice case. As we did, this is our 1 hour inversion. We retested, had one break, which could have been our first entry here, but I just wanted to wait for a bit more confluence. So let's see. As long as it's holding this, it should be fine. Yeah, it's just stopped out. Maybe it comes back towards this and then leaves lower, which can happen sometimes. I feel like the entry was just overextended, but yeah, this inversion here is kind of key. If we keep going lower, I'm down to re-enter if we get a good entry, but we're not really. We just rejected bearish bias. I mean, sometimes it happens. Oh shit, I didn't see this. So considering that we had that 1 hour gap, probably the trade I wouldn't have taken it because we just mitigated the hourly gap, but it's fine. This was kind of again a miss, like no, like not miss, how do I say, lack of awareness, to be honest. I should have been aware of that and probably would have skipped it. So that just keeping another loss because of me being a bit more aware. But yeah, inverse gap, but we do have this new week opening gap, and I don't know if I want to be taking that, but we do have sell side, which is pretty nice. Maybe again this looks like a lunchtime setup once again, to be honest. Looks like a lunchtime setup once again, because we just had too good of a mitigation. But yeah, it just ends up leaving. I don't know if do I want to leave my entry open here. Yeah, probably not. And that was it. Like, already played. Sadly no entry, but the idea still ended up being right, so that's kind of what matters at the end of the day. Now we just might just continue off this to be honest, but it's PM again. We're not looking to trade. Volatility dies down. Let's see, 10. We come back into this now, so we have, can we keep continuing lower? Not really, because this is reached, so we do need another confluence to be shorting. Now we're actually way more likely to be buying. As we reach 1 hour, with 1 hour we do have 2 confluences for buys here. Of the retest of this, it's inversed. Okay, let's see if it holds lower. That's kind of, does it hold it lower, or does it like yeah, it's just weird, like just news behavior. We had news, we pulled back deeper towards this, so that's fine. Just New York retraced apparently, but it's still valid for us to be looking at buys here. 1 hour gap of the retest here. We just can be targeting this recent high or this maybe if we get a retracement, but yeah, we already just went sadly. Maybe we could have also traded this, no? Yeah, from here was lunchtime again, but I'm not sure. Probably gonna hold higher towards the high, I think, and then inverse or not. Let's see. We do have a big ass gap here, which is yeah, when we do have a 4 hour inverse, this is a strong trigger lower, and in this case we could be targeting hella. You probably target this. I do want to also check daily. I want to add this to my arsenal. I cannot forget to be checking daily at times. See, so this becomes our main target, the sell side here. Let's see if we get a retrace. That's kind of perfect. I do want to see this close below. This is my only confluence here. Not a strong break, but I'm kind of trusting this. I'm trusting this, and this is our main TP. Main should be lower, but we're just gonna keep it short for now. Let's see. It's holding bullish or the flow, but yeah, it's probably gonna get stopped out. Maybe we get a re-entry, but yeah, just ignored. Like, this is sometimes like the market, bro. Like, just ignored. I mean, we did take lunchtime setups. This is why lunchtime setups can backfire many times, but I don't know why exactly are we not holding this bearish gap lower, to be honest. Because of this again. Yeah, maybe I should have seen this. It's always when we're not holding a setup and the setup fails is because we have an opposing confluence, and in this case this opposing confluence should have made the trade skipped. I didn't even realize, like, this is a problem I've been facing a lot recently, is that yeah, and I've been seeing this a lot. When we have an opposing confluence to our idea, it's always, the setup is always more likely to fail. Let's see here. I mean, pretty much here we just should be drawn higher. I wouldn't take this again, it's too early, but it's easy draw. Let's see if we keep holding that low higher. Yeah, we're pretty much inversing here, but not tradable. Let's see throughout Asia how we behave. This is, yeah, kind of got fucked. We did have an inversion, and I would say I was down to take shorts here. This is not a great leg, I would say, but let's see. Once again, we do have, I feel like we did close below the 4 hour, which is this, so that's, we need to see the 4 hour getting validated for us to be trading against that confluence. And for sales we have 1, 2 and 3, so we should be chilling on taking price lower, but we gotta be careful at targeting here. And the displacement doesn't look great. The stop loss is not necessarily safe. Let's maybe put it a bit more safer. Let's see. You kind of respected the 3 minutes over. Like, it's over because it respected the 3 minute. The entry was just bad, to be honest. And now it's probably gonna leave. But now it's lunchtime, so you can be trading this shit. But yeah, this is kind of weird. What is this market? Oh shit, this is a good entry now. This is a good entry, I would say. And we probably look to target this as a main. But it kind of already got mitigated, to be honest. On yeah, it already got mitigated on this wick here, but this was our idea for the entry, and probably will melt down lower even towards this. Let's see if he holds that zone or just keeps displacing below it. That's kind of curious. But yeah, the idea was good. Why did we get manipulated? Because of the zone being weird. So our zone was this. I mean, the entry was bad. It was just too early to be entering here, and we didn't get proper displacement. So that if I would have been definitely focused, I would have probably skipped this. Like, this is just a lack of, like, a bullshit entry. We come, we hold that 5 minute, we sweep again, then we started reacting. And probably at this point I would have only looked to trade in New York, which was here, and this is where I would have traded. Yeah, I need to lock in like consistency in my approach. Like, I cannot be doing like sometimes be taking lunchtime setups, sometimes not taking them. Like, I need to be able to like fully hold some laws of myself. Like, for example, I shouldn't be taking lunchtime setups at all. No inverse, back again. So pretty strong inverse to inverse. I'm reaching lower towards sell side should be fine. But I do want to see that retracement, which of course we don't get. Unlucky. Unlucky. Yeah, just setups that get reversed on a lot now lately. We might be holding this, but we don't have any gaps. We cannot trade this. This is decent. Okay, this is good, but I do want to see that retracement. Like, this is too bad R to be taking this. Still bad R, but yeah, I do want to see that retracement. Now, maybe. This looks like a good inversion, but it's risky. Why it's risky is because of this gap here. But yeah, it might work, to be honest. Now I'm more confident, but still, it's, yeah, this gap that it can make price lose the trade, and that's why you shouldn't be taking. Like, this is why I don't have consistent data on backtesting, because also to be able to get like consistent execution and consistent stats, I need to be consistent in my approach, and I need to fully utilize intuition and make consistent decisions over and over again. I cannot be making them once and then, you get what I mean, like skipping that shit. We did get a crazy retest here, but yeah, we ain't really gonna look to be trading this day. Buy sell liquidity rate into this, but we need an inversion or something. Okay, this is just weird. We end up holding that 1 hour a lot. So 1 hour buy sell rate, but do we have a 4 hour here? Come on, man. We don't, so we might be valid on looking lower, but it's a big ass range. Okay, this is good. It's again a lunchtime setup, bro. Like, only lunchtime setups, I swear to God. I see now it works really well, but I don't know. I feel like in this case it worked just because we were so close to that liquidity objective that we did have. So we end up printing towards Asia. I would want to see this, but it's not a necessity. Okay, this is a pre-bearish close of this. I'm looking to keep targeting lower. Let's see. I wouldn't, yeah, it's too early to be doing that shit, and gets inverse, so yeah. Oof. Did reject strongly, but it wouldn't be a setup I would be taking here. Would it be? Probably not. Let's see. So we need to be, this is what I need to practice right now, like being as consistent as possible in decision making and in trading and in using flow. And yeah, that's what is really hard about trading with intuition, because you gotta maintain something consistent that is uncertain in nature. It's not consistent in nature. Like, it's hard to maintain something such as intuition consistent. You get what I mean? Now inverse pretty much gonna go lower, back into sell side, buy some liquidity, inverse. We see the retracement. Yeah, the break is shit, but it would have been nice. Maybe we get a resweep. Let's see if we hold lower from here. Okay, this is good, but let's see how the 5 looks. Yeah, the 5 got rejected. Probably wait for another gap here. See if we get it. Now we have this to get broken. If we hold lower, if we don't, is yeah, this is a big swing. We gotta see the retest, and we gotta see this. Yeah, it's just like a news behavior. End up holding really strong higher. Oof, we should have waited for this, but yeah, that's fine. We're just navigating. I gotta maintain execution as consistent as possible. This is what I'm gonna use backtest to help. I feel like for live trading is a bit easier to access flow and focus. That's why my live trading most of the times works better than backtesting, actually, because I usually focus on way more easily on the live market. But when you're backtesting, yeah, you're not really serious because you're not risking real money, if that makes sense. At least that's what I encountered. I mean, what do we have? We do have a strong high here. Now we inverse. Yeah, potentially reaching lower here, and this is a pretty decent gap. We did leave that, but I'm not gonna take it. Let's see next day what it's gonna do. No real gap, so this becomes untradeable for me if I don't have gaps on the 1 hour. I did reach a pretty strong area in this comp price. You can see if we carry on higher or we don't. Okay, we did have this small inverse. I think we have a 4 hour AVG. We could have probably, I think there was a reach, yeah, almost was a retracement. That's weird. I wouldn't really like trading in this, but yeah, we're gonna see. Oof, I got mitigated here, but yeah, this maybe let's leave it towards the next day. Pretty bullish rejection, so until we see a bearish gap, I don't really want to be trading here. We did see a bearish gap, but it's hella big, so yeah. I do want to see that tap. This is a good FVG. I just want to see full closure. Yeah, but now it's too late. Maybe here it's too late though. Yeah, sadly it's too late. It's very overextended, but I think it would work. Let's see. Oof, 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 man. Oof, man. Probably would have been able to get a 2 hour out of this, but it would have been decent. We have targets higher time frame. We didn't really. Oh, we did, or didn't we? Oh, that was a strong low. We were just overlapping. That's why we left so hard. We're gonna see. This is again a really strong gap that we're getting. Like throughout Asia. Probably gonna, this is where we're gonna be. That's what I wanted to say. One of the times that we actually displaced before London Open, and we did. God did. Bearish, but not really much. Okay, now we have confluence of looking higher, but it's too late. Now again we're getting confluence of holding price higher. Now again we are. So probably just gonna displace at this point. Yeah, now we're starting to switch. I do want to see an inverse here, which is kind of what we're getting. Okay. Timing London Open is exactly here, which is good, but we look like we don't really care. See if it holds. Okay, this is a good gap. This is good. Probably gonna take this towards targeting this. This should be a no-brainer. It's a consolidation, so we gotta be careful if it takes it or not. We did take Asian lows, but it's probably just gonna go. Yeah. I mean, sometimes you don't really get entries, but it would have ended up being a nice trade, and it ends up running towards this probably. Sometimes you ain't gonna get tapped, which is fine. Inverse. Oof, fuck, I missed this. We're gonna see, but not real trades right now. This kind of DAX moves weird a lot of times. Let's see the 4 hour. We don't really have structure at this point. I do want to see. We only have one bullish gap. If another one gets formed higher, then I'm gonna consider buys. Otherwise, yeah, we're probably gonna be holding lower. Not valid here neither, but we do be looking like we're really holding that, and this displacement looks really good here. Curious if it's end up holding. Probably not. We just need to wait for structure to form here. It's not great conditions. We did raid the high, so now we're definitely gonna expect bearish momentum. That's what I wanted to say. But still no valid setups here. Now we just sweep the low. We're back being bullish. We do have this big gap. 4 hour. We do 4. Oh, we had a 4 hour here. Okay, with a 1 hour. Let's see here. We did reach here, so it's like ping pong. It's really not in a place I want to be trading in, but yeah. See a bearish gap. That's pretty good. Did come 4 hour with this? Actually could have been tradable, but I don't know if I would have taken the entry though. Ooh, I do like this. Am I delusional if I like this entry? Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. We have a lot of stack liquidity on the lows here. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. No, bro. Why did I place my entry there though? Thingy. Still has potential to be holding, even if it's a late entry. Yeah, didn't give a shit. 0. Too much resistance again. I think of execution here. There's too much resistance on the lows. Let's see. So now our win rate is better. It's still not good enough, but yeah, still not good enough. Not good enough. Definitely not. But we need to, yeah, it's hard, really hard to be maintaining consistent execution with intuition, to be honest. I'm gonna see what I can do. I'm gonna try my best. On live trading, I feel like it's a bit more easier to keep decisions because there you're more focused, therefore your intuition can work a bit better. It's not like I'm trying to justify myself, it's just that this is what I've been noticing with backtesting. But yeah, I'm gonna go take a break. My head kind of hurts. probably gonna end the stream. I would much rather just keep continuing, but yeah, I'm not like feeling great. My head kind of hurts. I wish I would be able to continue and lock in, but I really need this break. To be honest, today I do really need this break, so I'm gonna keep it a bit more short than usual. But tomorrow we're locking in. We're gonna be present tomorrow. We're gonna be fully here, fully doing our best and keeping this locked in. So today, not really an important day, not really a crazy trading day. We didn't really look to be trading today, but it was interesting. We did practice a bit, so that's kind of what I'm doing. And then yeah, tomorrow we're probably gonna lock in a bit more. Today I'm not really feeling great, so tried my best, but I need to rest at this point.